You know what I wish I knew earlier? That self-improvement is not just about philosophy. It's not just about listening to Jordan P. Peterson talks. It's not just about just listening to some, theoretical BS and then, just you become a good person just because of that. No. Self-improvement is not just philosophy. It's a daily practice. It's something you do constantly, day after day, day after day, day after the day. It's relentless. It's hard. But you know what? It's worth it. When you sleep at night, knowing that you've done, not perhaps the perfect day, but the best you could have possibly done, the amount of satisfaction you get from that is unbelievable. That is something that you should be looking at. Because think about it, guys. Would you rather feel more guilty and bad about yourself at the end of the day, or would you feel more proud or more grateful or more happy for the choices that you've made? I think sleeping at the end of the day and comparing it to what you do at the end of the life is the same thing. It's the same thing. Like people talk about, oh, what do you want to think about, when you die, when you're on your deathbed 80 years later, and you could have done all these things and you didn't do. Screw that. You're doing it right now, in the day, in today. So if you know that you're not taking the right choices, bro, then you've lost. You don't have to look out and zoom out on all the things and just look at life in general. Alright? You just gotta look at the day. If you've made the right choices for the day that life has called you for, you feel absolutely fantastic, and that's okay. You don't have to just look at life in its totality. Just tackle the life that you want just one day at a time. It doesn't have to be overwhelming. Self-improvement is not about overwhelming yourself with reading all these books, reading all of these things, all of the podcasts, listening to Ali Abdal's podcast, listening to Hamza's podcast. It's not about doing all of that. In an essence, self-improvement is as simple as it sounds. It's about self-improvement. It's about improving the self. The more you improve yourself, the better you get as a human being, especially for you as a Muslim, the more good you've done. Forget about all the podcasts, man. Forget about all the videos that you need to watch. Forget about everything that you need to do. It's at the end of the day, self-improvement is just about becoming a good human being. And to become a good human being, you get all the required knowledge, and then you try to pursue that knowledge in order to become a good human being. It's not the other way around. You get it? To become a good human being, you get the knowledge. You don't get the knowledge to become a good human being. The mission, the exact core of the subject is to become a better human being. And if you are doing that, if you are becoming someone like that every day, then you're won. You don't have to look at the external life in its wholeness, and then look at yourself, oh, what I've done today doesn't mean anything. No, it does. Every choice that you take, every decision that you take, every virtue that you do compounds. If you've done the right things that you're supposed to do for that day, you've won. Don't think that it's something menial, it's not going to amount to something. No. It's about who you're becoming. That's the most important part. If you're becoming a good human being, if you're becoming a better person, that's it. That's it. That's the essence of self-improvement. Self-improvement at the core of it is very, very simple, guys. You gotta realize that, man. You gotta realize that. Self-improvement at the core of it is about being the best version of yourself. And if you think that best version is too overwhelming for you, then it's just about becoming a better version of yourself. It's about doing good to the world. It's about leaving the world better than you found it. It's as simple as that. But still, self-improvement isn't just a philosophy, right? So there are multiple facets to it. One of the other videos that I've made about how I've made one of the biggest mistakes in self-improvement, you can watch it, right, on my channel. So the thing is that philosophy is just one aspect of self-improvement. There are many aspects to self-improvement. So if you are watching to Andrew Huberman's podcast, and if you're watching neuroscience podcasts, if you're watching stuff that actually improves your health, you're taking choices on a daily basis, like let it be small, but you're taking those choices to become, to get a healthier body. That's self-improvement. If you're going to the gym daily, if you're doing workouts daily, then that's an example of you becoming a better human being in a certain perspective. And if you combine all of that, you get, the kind of ideal version that you want to be. But even just one aspect is enough. So what are you doing every day that you actually do to get yourself to become a better human being actually matters. And one of the other things is, it's not just about one perspective. There are multiple perspectives to self-improvement. There is fitness, there is food, there's their diet basically, and then you have like your sleep schedule, the things that you do on a daily basis, the morning routines that you have, the night routines that you have, the self-reflection that you do, and all of these things matter. It's not just one thing. Self-improvement is not just about philosophy and just thinking and just listening to the stuff. Yeah, sure, that's a core part of it, but the core part of it is application. Application to becoming the best version of yourself, the drive that comes from it, the pleasure, the reward that comes from it. That's the goal of self-improvement. I hope that helps.